Hi everyone, my name is Haughton, and the title of this capstone project is Improving Writing with Technology. Before we begin, I'd like to talk a little bit about myself. I received my bachelor's in early childhood education at Kennesaw State University. I then went ahead and received my master's degree at Full Sail University in Education Media Design and Technology. Now, I am receiving my specialist degree in instructional technology at Kennesaw State University. This upcoming school year, I will be teaching kindergarten for the first time at Kips Drive Primary, located in Southwest Atlanta. This year will also be year 7 for me teaching. So, what was the problem? What's the problem of this capstone? Well, the school that I was currently working at, I noticed there were lots of apps for math and reading, such as Fast Math, Splash Math, iRead, Epic, Accelerated Reading. All these web tools were being used to help students strive in the subject areas of math and reading. Students enjoyed all these subjects, all these web tools, and I noticed that there was really none for writing. For the writing process, I noticed that students' creativity decreased. But what I wanted was students' creativity to increase with the use of technology, just as they were using them for math and reading. So, what is the capstone plan? The plan to implement this project is a combination of introducing innovative writing Web 2.0 tools such as Microsoft Word and Typing Club to students, modeling and facilitating the process of using these tools to engage students in the writing process. I would also coach teachers through troubleshooting issues that may arise, such as student logging to Typing Club and opening Microsoft Word while saving work to return at a later date. Providing video tutorials for both teachers and students on using the tools to provide a clear understanding on using the different tools. The timeline of the capstone project took around 6 months. We started in August, creating surveys for teachers and students. While conducting these students, we found out different professional development levels of teachers and what students wanted when they were writing. By September, we were able to inform teachers on how Microsoft Word is used in elementary schools and how it can be used to improve student engagement in the writing process. By October, students learned about word processor and what can be created. Students learned and practiced how to use the keyboard with the Web 2.0 tool Typing Club. And by November, students were able to create a more elaborate writing story and then being able to type their final draft in Microsoft. By December, students were very well aware of how to create their stories and publish their stories through Microsoft. And in December, a post survey was conducted for teachers and students on how this process worked. Did they enjoy it? What they liked, what they didn't like, would they continue using it? This capstone was evaluated by surveys. The feedback provided by the survey answered several questions. The first question talked about student engagement. Before this process took place, student engagement in the writing process was very low. A lot of teachers and students both agreed that the student engagement in the writing process wasn't the best. But after the project, as you can see, that student engagement increased. A lot of teachers and students strongly agreed that the engagement increased. The next question talked about the integration of technology. Should technology be integrated during the writing process? Before this project took place, a lot of teachers strongly disagreed that technology shouldn't be integrated. For emergent writers, a lot of teachers thought that it'd be best for students to continue practicing with pencil and paper. But then after the project, as you can see, teachers strongly agreed that technology should be increased or should be used in the writing process. Another question was for the comfort level. Are you comfortable using technology in the classroom? Before this project, a lot of teachers did not agree with it. They weren't comfortable using technology in the classroom, and they just wasn't sure how to use it. But after the project, with the use of the tutorials and the facilitating of myself, a lot of teachers felt comfortable using technology in the classroom. As for Typing Club, a new tool, have you used Typing Club before? 100% of the teachers never used Typing Club. They didn't know what it was, and some of them were pretty interested on finding it out. Of course, after the project, those teachers who participated, all of them can answer yes for using the tool Typing Club. As for Microsoft Word for emergent readers, have you used Microsoft Word during the writing process? Before this project took place, 83% of teachers said no, that they did not use writing. They did not use Microsoft Word. Maybe about 16.7% have. But at the end of the project, 100% of teachers could say that yes, they have used Microsoft Word during the writing process. Let's talk a little bit about the experience and results. The capstone focused around first grade writing. 6 teachers decided to participate in the project. The purpose was for students to master their writing assessment through an increase of engagement of the writing process. Student learning increased by motivating students to create longer, more creative stories when writing. Through the experience, teachers improved in faculty development by learning new ways to integrate technology with writing. After the project was completed, students who participated in the project showed growth in their writing, and the number of students who mastered within scores increased. Their engagement level and creativity improved from previous years of not using technology for writing. The project took place during the fall semester of the 2017-2018 school year. Here are the writing results, and here you can see the student growth. There were 6 classes that participated. The blue represents the number of students mastered before. As you can see, those numbers are very low. But after the integration of technology, the orange represents the number of students who mastered after integration of technology. So after this project, let's talk a little bit about the faculty development. Additional questions were asked to the faculty about continuing the use. Would you continue using Microsoft Word Processor during the writing process? 83% said yes, they would. The other question talked about enjoyment. Did you enjoy working through this project? 83.3% agreed that they did enjoy working through this project. The professional development of this project was also questioned in the survey through surveys. Another question talked about the flow of the project. How easy was it to maneuver through the project? Out of the participants, rating between 1 being not as easy or 5 being very easy, about 50% said that it was pretty easy to maneuver through the project. Another question about the tutorial videos were asked as well. How effective were the tutorial videos? About 50% said that the tutorial videos were very, very effective. Now let's talk a little bit about the reflection. Technology is highly required and anticipated by many teachers and students. Lots of planning takes place as a facilitator, and many long nights reading several resources to reassure the appropriate measures of individual tasks performed during the capstone. Knowing how to create videos for tutorials and troubleshoot tools when there was a malfunction was very important to know. But being open-minded and having lots of patience were some of the skills learned during the implementation of the capstone. Lots of background knowledge was needed to know the work through this capstone. Being a content master on the tools introduced was important as a facilitator and as a coach. Here are some of the references that were used throughout this capstone project. Definitely use the International Society for Technology and Education, also known as ISTE standards. These standards helped implement the technology into the classroom along with coaching. And Instructional Coaching by Jim Knight was a very helpful book that helped how to coach other teachers, how to help other teachers through hard times, how to communicate with teachers, and etc. These references definitely helped for the capstone project. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for participating.